Okay guys, welcome back. Now, we've tried to separate this video. This is an England video, post-Lions, so you guys not interested in England, don't watch this, but you know,
everyone's
interested in England.
Yeah, exactly.
Apart from the ones who aren't.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to see how England are shaping up as England fans into the future, into the Six Nations next year.
Oh, it's quite an exciting time as an English rugby fan. The tour to Argentina, it's blooded some young guns who actually stepped up to the plate and have made a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so what we were thinking is we'd chuck our thoughts down on our England starting 15 for the beginning of the Six Nations.
Yep.
I'll run through my team. Rich, you can agree or disagree with who I've got.
Okay. Do you want to do that first?
Yep.
Go for it.
Okay,
so I haven't seen this so far.
Yeah, so the pack, I've gone for Sinclair, George, Vunipola.
Do you want me to talk now?
Yeah, go.
I still think Cole should start.
Okay, rationale?
Rationale. I thought Cole had a good Lions tour. He showed up well. He's still got enough to offer.
Yeah.
I would probably take him off relatively early.
Okay.
But I still think it's a little bit of a risk playing Sinclair from the start. He's shown a little bit of temperament issues still. He's still got to learn set piece.
Yeah.
So I would still start Cole, but I would be excited by Sinclair starting. So
yes.
I wouldn't be upset.
No. Okay. Second row, Itoje Cruz.
Yep.
I don't think you can go too far off that, really, can you?
But there is lots of evidence to say you should start Laws or you should start Launchbury. It's really going to be looking at form.
Yeah.
But combination-wise, sure, Itoje Cruz play together. Yeah. It makes sense.
Ironically, though, Joe Launchbury misses out on selection again.
Oh, you haven't got him on your bench?
I've got him on the bench.
Oh, right.
I just haven't got him in my starting team.
Yeah.
And I think on current form, he's been so unlucky.
Yeah.
But we digress slightly.
Yep.
Okay, so back row, I've gone Rob Shaw at 6.
Yeah.
Underhill 7, and I've gone Billy V at 8.
Yes, kind of. I thought about this, and I think you're right. You have to stay with Robshaw for now. He's your glue player, okay? He really holds that pack together. You can have some firecrackers in there like a Itoje, Billy V, but Robshaw really makes it work. Until there's a viable alternative, we need to see a few more of the young guys, a bit more of Mark Wilson. We need to see Ben Curry play. Until then, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I can see Chris Robshaw, especially building up to the World Cup, I can see him playing that Richard Hill role that he played in the 2003 World Cup. That
no one's as good as Richard Hill.
No, they're not. But I can see Robshaw doing that under the radar, heads in places they don't want to be, and just getting stuck in.
Let the others get on with it.
Yeah, exactly. Lead by performance rather than...
7-wise... It's a bit of a punt here because we haven't seen enough of anyone. You could stay with Haskell, but I think maybe it's time to rotate and have a look at someone new.
Yeah.
So you keep 7 of the pack pretty solid, and then you take a chance on someone.
Yeah, exactly.
From what we've seen, I would say that Tom Curry was absolutely the standout above Underhill.
Yeah.
So if he carries on that form, I'd have him at 7.
Okay. Cool. I think but those two are fairly interchangeable, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah, we need to see something new, and I think it's worth a punt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right, 9 and 10. I've gone Danny Kerr and George Ford.
Yes, agreed. I think Kerr deserves a shot, in Argentina he showed he could start.
And game management from Kerr and Ford in the Argentina tour was, I think. That was probably the biggest success story, was actually seeing those two step up and really go, we haven't got Farrell, we haven't got Jamie George, we're going to take this leadership and we're going to take it up a notch. Yeah,
I mean, talking now, that makes sense. However, of course, Ben Youngs and George Ford are going to play together at Leicester, and if that's working a storm, it would be very hard pushed to separate them.
Yeah, I just think with the game plan England were looking like they're trying to play, which is that expansive, quick ball, front foot. Danny Kerr offers you a bit more than Ben Youngs, I think, on that front foot ball.
Yeah,
his speed of service is a bit quicker,
it's going to come down to form, but yeah, as we're looking at it now, I agree.
Yeah, okay, right, 12 and 13, I've gone Farrell Teo.
Farrell
at 12. Teo at 13. I think he was immense on the Lions tour. I think so unlucky to not play longer in the Test series than he actually ended up playing. I thought he was really unlucky.
It's super hard. Farrell, Teo, Joseph. It's a toink-off.
Yeah,
Coin
I know
toss.
what you mean. I know what you mean.
Between the three of them.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with what you've said there. I'd be happy with a combination of any of those three.
Yeah.
Actually.
Because I think Teo, he looks like he could come in and do the role that they were looking at Tuolangi doing a couple of years ago, and having that big ball carrier at 13.
We need to see Teo in a starting slot somewhere.
Yeah, we do. He's been
some
too
point.
good in the Lions tour to leave out, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that.
Wings, I've gone for Elliot Daly and Jack Knoll. And then I've gone for Anthony Watson at fullback.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I'm undecided here. I'm undecided. I mean, I thought Brown had a fantastic tour and showed he could really attack.
Yeah.
But we need to see an alternative. We don't know if Brown's going to make it to the World Cup. Maybe he won't be number one pick. So we need to see an alternative. So I'm happy with that. You went Watson at 15, yeah?
Yeah, only because the couple of games he started on the Lions tour at fullback, I thought he was great. He showed a lot of temperament. It gives him the time and the space, which is something I said before the tour. It gives him the time and the space to actually make those breaks. It allows him to pick holes in defences, which I think sometimes on the wing he doesn't necessarily get the opportunity to showcase what his talent.
I do want to see Watson at 15, but I think I want to see Daly at 15 first.
Yeah.
Just because I think his all-round game's a little bit more solid. He's got a huge kicking game, which we could use more at 15. And I think Watson's express pace, I would like to keep that on the wing for now.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, again.
But I'd be happy with the way you've done it.
Interchangeable, really, aren't they?
Absolutely. Okay, so kind of in summary, it's an exciting time. And from the Lions and the Argentina tour, it's those senior players actually that I thought impressed me the most.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what will be interesting to see is what happens with Dylan Hartley.
Okay, go on then. Let's go.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
And Jamie George has started all 3 Lions tests.
3-time test starter for the Lions.
And Dylan Hartley, he did all right in Argentina.
He worked his socks off. He could not have done any better.
But I don't think stepped up as much as the difference in kind of Danny Kerr and George Ford or Chris Robshaw stepped up on that tour.
I think essentially Hartley just doesn't have as much athletic ability to offer these days.
No.
Not knocking him at all. However, I would still 100% keep him in the camp.
Yeah.
Now this is a bit controversial. I'd start Jamie George, but I'd have Dylan Hartley as the number 2. I know he's not an impact player, but I think his leadership has been so instrumental to England's success.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think it would be foolish to throw him out with the bathwater there.
Yeah, I'd have him as a lot of Premiership clubs have that club captain.
Right.
I would have him in there as the club captain.
Senior leadership role.
Who's captaining that team?
With
Hartley.
Have you not picked one?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really think about it until just now.
Okay, go on then. We have talked about this in the past. I think it's my life. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Farrell, I think, is a strong candidate.
Yeah.
We'll go through. Vunipola, no. George, no. Toje would be a big call.
Bit young, I think.
Yeah, I still don't think.
No.
One guy I thought actually could do the job was Billy Vunipola.
Yeah.
If he's got those old heads around him, just him, and I think that would inspire him.
Yeah,
He's an emotional player.
Yeah.
He plays best when he feels good, and I think that could work.
Yeah, Billy V probably for me.
Billy V or Farrell. Let's vote. Put below who you'd have as the England captain. We're saying Billy V or Farrell. I think Brown's too far away from the action and a bit hot-headed.
I think it's an outside choice. Rob Shaw, he's done the job before.
I don't think you can do that. I think that would be seen as a step backwards. Even though he could do it okay. Ford could do it, but we've seen what he can do when the pressure's off.
I wouldn't want to give Farrell the extra burden.
Farrell we're talking about here?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to give Farrell the extra burden.
Yeah.
Because and especially how he has been on the Lions tour, he's been a bit up and down, bit hit and miss. I'd just say, go out and play your game, vice captain the team, and I would have. I think I agree with you. I think
Billy V plays a very direct game. He's a very natural game. I don't think that extra responsibility would hinder his decision making.
No, neither do I.
Would lift him. So go on then. We've gone Billy V. You comment below who else you'd have. Okay. So that's how we think England are sitting. They could really kick on here.
I think it's probably the most exciting time to be an England rugby fan at the moment.
Considering where I started this channel when England crashed out of the World Cup and it was awful, to where they are now, if they play their cards right, bring in a couple more youngsters, work out who our 2 extra flankers are. See if maybe Joe Cockney-Seeger has got what it takes on the wing.
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere else is kind of sewn up, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Nathan Hughes has established himself as the really good number 2, number 8.
Yeah, exactly.
We need a third hooker.
Second rows are immense. Actually, the choice in the second row is unbelievable.
That's ridiculous. But we need a third hooker.
Yeah.
We need a third scrum half.
Yeah.
So there's a few things to work out.
I'd like an additional impact prop as well. Okay. I think somebody
probably Ellis Genge is going to be the guy if he keeps stepping up as he's been doing.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll end it there, guys. Comment what you think. Who should be England captain? Who should be the starting lineup for Six Nations?
Yeah.
Until next time, we will see you later.